Hey there, friends. So I had kind of like another epiphany today. I was talking to a new friend of mine, and we were talking about struggles with life, and we were talking about her job and mine, and I said, I really like my job. I really love my job. But there's moments where I feel like I need to start paying attention because I can get burnt out relatively easily. And I'm starting to recognize that more, which is good. And, take an extra day off, or plan to do something fun that weekend, or do something that just allows me to relax. And I also recognize that there's a lot going on with my job that's good, and that there have been moments where I have questioned things and worried about, what next, or what's going to happen, or am I going to, be where I'm at today in a year, or am I going to have progressed, or am I going to have gone backwards, or, all these unnecessary worries about things and about money, and through my conversation with my friend today, I was explaining to her the different opportunities that I've been presented when it came to careers in my life, and how I've always done, for the most part, really, really well with proving my worth and getting promoted, or some sort of pay increase, or something substantial. Like, money's not just one reason, but being sought after because I'm really good at what I do, or whatever. The last two places that I worked prior to this current one, I worked for pretty terrible people, and I didn't have the growth because they were the type of people that took care of themselves. They didn't take care of their employees, and so I just had those jobs because I needed to have them until I didn't, and then I moved on, and that is a good reminder to all of us in life that there's going to be moments in our lives where we're like, why the heck am I here? And why am I with these bozos? And why can't they see that I am better than this? Before, realizing I am better than this and then leaving. And so, since I had so much growth prior to that when it came to my career, I got discouraged. And now I realize that both of those companies were, the one I left and the other one, the company closed. But both of them, they provided exactly what I needed at that time, which was a place to work and income. And that I needed to learn how to speak up for myself and have stronger boundaries. And I do, and I have. And so with this current job that I have, it's very rewarding, and I have a different mindset than I had before. I don't necessarily feel like I have to prove myself, because I'm really good at what I do and what I set my mind to, and I like challenges. And I still sometimes compare myself to other people because I'm human, hello. But I also have realized that like everybody I work with is brilliant in their own way, and that the lead people in the company, they have a lot of their input in who gets hired, of course. They're the decision makers, and that they had a very talented HR person who is no longer there, but that she was the one that really helped mold and select the right people for the jobs. And I don't really give her enough credit in the beginning because she kind of seemed a little bit what's the word, flat, I don't know, like standoffish. But at the same time, I understand that she was being professional. You can't be buddy-buddy with everybody, especially being in HR. That's a very difficult job to have. But, toward the end, when she decided to move on, I wished her well, and I told her that she was the reason why where we work has such brilliant people, and how we all work so well together, and we're all really hard workers. And she contributed to that, and she needed to realize that she did a good job. And so what my epiphany is that no matter what I do in my life, I should not worry, because I've always killed it. I've always done good. I've always landed on my feet. And have there been times in my life where I was sleeping on my cousin's couch? Yep. And I love her every day for that. And I know she would do that for me in a heartbeat again, because that's just how we are, how connected we are. And have I lived with my sister, and she's helped care for me, and she even got my parents, who are very strict with money, they even would help her because they knew that she was helping me. Yeah, absolutely. And I know once again that through thick or thin, that if worse came to worse, I could always go to her, or she could come to me, And so those are like the worst case scenarios that I actually know that there's some people in my life that are going to try to help me however they can help me, because they love me and they know that I love them, and they are good people. And some people have, really good family, close-knit families, that they don't ever have to worry that they're going to fall on their face and not have anywhere to go. I don't necessarily feel that way about mine. I love mine, but I don't feel that way. I don't have that security. And so I just had to remind myself that I'm a boss-ass bitch, and that I will figure it out whenever it's time for me to make another big choice in my life, with it being, getting a house, or a career change, or even stay within the same organization or company and move up, or lateral move, or whatever the situation is. I am very blessed, and I'm very fortunate, and my father taught me to have a very good work ethic, and I can put my mind at ease knowing all of this, and also know that I have been, an elected official within my career in the past, and I've done things that might not be too big of a deal to some people, because they're in some way, shape, or form more successful than I am, but in other ways not. And so, yeah, I'm okay. I'll be all right. But it took me having to kind of look at it from a different perspective when I was talking to my friend earlier today about the career choices and the worries and struggles and stuff that she was having and that I'm having, to be like, wait a minute, why am I worried about this? Like, I got this. I'm fine. I'll figure it out. I've always landed on my feet. I am a cat after all. And hyper independent, which I don't like calling myself hyper independent anymore, but I'm still independent. Because that's just how I thought I had to be, and self-sufficient and all those things. And once again, I would love to have somebody in my life that is willing to, be my partner in all ways, and I'll absolutely get that one day. I have no doubt about it. But it's a really good feeling to know that where I am in my life is all because of my efforts and nobody else's. And while I've had lots of help and guidance and leadership and lessons, that weren't at first the best ones I wanted to go through, and I am very fortunate for a ton of people to help me along the way. They're just doing what they're doing because they're good people and they're living their lives just like I live mine, And yeah, I know that all the problems that I have I'm causing because I worry about them, or I've caused in the past because I worried about them. And it's like, well, what if I don't fail? What if I succeed? Wait a second, I know what that means. And I know what failure means too. I've done both. And I've survived. And my life and healing and experiences are not linear at all. And if I go backwards, I know I'll go forwards, and if I get down, I know I'll get back up. And I'm just really glad that I can talk about being concerned or worried about something, and then, not even 24 hours later or 48 hours later, be like, oh, you silly lady, you're fine. You don't need to worry about that. Don't give that type of energy towards it. You know what happens if you do. And you don't want to go there. So be blessed, be fortunate, be happy. If you need to be sad too, but let it flow through. Don't hold on. And, yeah. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of me. That's what I think of like worry as. It's just like this weight. Like, I think we've probably all seen at some point in our life, like a meme, or maybe at church even, if you attend, like when they have like someone walking around with like a whole bunch of bags on them, and they're all called labeled like grief, worry, self-doubt, whatever. They're all labeled different things, and how you can unburden yourself by emptying out the bags or putting the bags down. That's kind of how I felt. Like, I put on this bag, it was on my back, and it wasn't very comfortable, and I had to carry it around for a little while. But instead of carrying it around for years, I've only been carrying it around for maybe like a month, if that. And I'm not quite sure I'll ever get rid of the bag because it's a worry bag. But I don't have to remember where I put it. And I know that I can always set it back down. So that's helpful. But yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. I feel a light weight lifted off of me, a lightness to me. And I just need to continue manifesting and focusing on what I deserve and what I'm going to receive. And yeah, it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. And I want you all to remember that's the same for you too. Have fun. Don't feel like you have to carry around all that weight of bags. Be responsible and be smart about things, but also have fun and be free, and don't allow your thoughts of worry or negativity or failure or whatever stay too long, because they're not invited. They never were. And when you make sure that they know where the door is and that they've left, embrace it and feel that freedom and feel like, yeah, you know what, this is not the best situation right now, or this is what my concern is right now, but I'm going to focus on what I can focus on, and things are going to get better, and things are going to turn around, and I'm going to get what I deserve. And that's what I'm saying to myself, and I know that it will absolutely happen, because it's happened many times. And the power of our minds and the power of our thoughts are really, truly powerful. With that, friends, until I have another epiphany or some other lesson or experience to share, I hope you have a good one.